Hey everyone, welcome to WoW 36. Today you are in for a treat, and please excuse me as we're going to do a different format today. So our guest today is Madeline, and she and Cynthia and I did a discussion a while back, and I was so blown away with her that I really wanted to bring her onto WoW. Now, we always talk about health, but here is my reasoning behind having Madeline here, is because most people, or many people, a great cause of stress in their body is worries of finances. Okay. And, there's a lot of turmoil happening in our world today, but we are creators and we are able to create our own reality. So that is why I wanted to bring Madeline here, because if she could help all of us create less stress in our life by increasing our prosperity, then your health will improve. Okay, we know that cortisol is an immune destroyer. And so my goal always is to help you guys create less stress in your life. So, hey, Madeline, thanks so much for coming on WoW today. You need to unmute, my dear.
Unmute. Okay. Okay, perfect. All right. Well, and I just want to tell everybody a little bit about my background so you understand where some of this information comes from. My degree is actually in economics, and I graduated magna cum laude in economics, so I had a pretty good background in that, and then I became a business and economic astrologer, business, economic, and personal astrologer. So I help people with their businesses and their individual lives to understand a good timing for things and what their cycles are so they can make better decisions and choices. And then after I did all that, I started studying prosperity and became a prosperity trainer. And I wrote the book, Money is an Energy Game. So I have a book that I co-authored with another author, Peg Donahue, and her specialty was Feng Shui. And so we both came from an energetic point of view, but from different perspectives. And so what I'm telling you today is kind of a composition of all those backgrounds that I have in my pocket. So I first want to talk to you about what is prosperity. Now, a lot of us tend to think of it as money, and certainly it includes money, but it's not just money. See, there has to be a balance in your life besides just money. Prosperity actually includes loving relationships, work that you love doing, a home that feels supportive, anything that makes you feel joyful, good health. Very important to have good health because that's the foundation of all prosperity. As soon as you lose your health, you start losing your prosperity. So health is definitely a big deal. And what you're looking for with a prosperous mindset is that it's possible to have all these things and that you are in trust with the universe to assist you at any time that you want it. And so the mindset is different from being, I think in the last century, the focus was more on you making it happen. In this mindset, it's more about you partnering with the universe. And I'm going to use the word universe throughout this. But if you have another word you prefer, just hear that word in your mind when I say it. A lot of people like source, all that is, God, Goddess. Choose your word. I'm just going to use universe. But so partnering with the universe so that you know the universe always has your back, that you are always able to have assistance anytime you want it, and to have as much money as you want or need at any time. Now, this is something that we have not cultivated in our culture because we're still caught in the old paradigm of making it happen by yourself, you see, and that's what I call the old plan, organize, control paradigm. And now we're doing intend and listen for your messages and be open to possibilities. A little bit different than what we used to have. So I want to talk to you about, first of all, you have a physical body, so we're obviously aware of our physical body, but you actually have 4 main bodies. And the 4 main bodies include physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. And each one of these bodies impacts your health and your prosperity. And essentially, if I could put everything kind of into a nutshell, it's your energy, your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual energy that's either attracting money to you, or solutions, or the right people, or the right home situation, whatever it is that you're wanting. It's either attracting it to you or pushing it away. And so we're always working with the law of attraction, whether we're aware of it or not. It's always happening to us, around us, and for us. And the basic situation there is that we always get to be right. It doesn't matter what we believe or trust, we'll always get exactly what we believe and trust. So one of the main components that we need to start with is, do we even trust that we can be prosperous? Do we trust the universe to help us be prosperous? And if we don't, we won't be allowing that into our lives. And so part of it is to even notice your own beliefs, what you believe about money. And then there's always a question about deserving. This is not a question that most of us think about, and yet it impacts a lot of people throughout their life. So they may or may not feel that they deserve to have more money for any reason. And it can be something that their parents told them when they were kids, you're a good for nothing or whatever. These are things that are usually very old tapes, and they are typically forgotten. We've forgotten most of them. So there are things like that. Sometimes people believe that money is evil, and that only rich people have money, and so and that rich people are evil. And so if we believe something like that, most people will not want to have money. So you have to think about our beliefs about money and rich people as part of it. Another common belief is that money isn't spiritual. And so if you happen to believe that money isn't spiritual, but spiritual teachers will tell you otherwise. So, right. Because money is just really a form of energy. It's just a form of energy that we're using to exchange energy with other people. And so it's actually just related primarily to your energy. And if you could look at money that way, you would realize that money is internal to you. It's not external. You don't have to go run around and chase it like we've been taught to believe. You can actually just bring it to you. But so if you happen to believe that money is not spiritual and you are spiritual, oftentimes you will not allow yourself to have more money. So the other thing that is common with beliefs around money is you may associate having more money or having a lot of money with more stress. Oh no, now I have to take care of this. Oh, Aunt Mildred, she wants money from me, and blah blah. So oh, the tax man is here now. So oh, now I have to have an accountant, or whatever it is. So a lot of people will avoid having more money for a reason like that. So if you want to feel more prosperous, have more prosperity in your lives, it's very, very helpful to start examining all your beliefs around money. And
So Madeline,
yeah.
Sorry, can I ask you a question? So would
Yeah.
some of these beliefs be unconscious beliefs versus
Mostly.
conscious?
Mostly.
Is there a way to clear that?
Yes, actually, when you buy the book, there's actually an emotional freedom and healing release that comes with the book. So it's free with the book. And it's a method of using tapping on your certain points and words of intention and deep breathing to release these negative patterns out of the physical body. So it really is working at the cellular level. And so and that's one of the best ways that I know of to release these negative patterns, because frequently we're not actually aware of what we believe. So, but one way you can notice is that you'll say something like, you know, bad news comes in threes, or I'll never have enough, or whatever it is. You have to have conscious attention on what you're saying and thinking about money. But definitely, I would recommend, if you do get the book, Money is an Energy Game, that you do the release. It's near the front of the book. It's after the first chapter, second chapter of the book, where we cover the release points and how it works, and give you a link so that you can go online and do this release. Now,
Cool.
the other thing is that just in general, and this is a very broad stroke, but just in general, when you feel happy, you are healthy. And remember, health is the foundation of all prosperity. You won't have prosperity if you're not healthy, because your money is going out to get that basic foundation fixed, and so you can't. It's hard to accumulate it and create more, because you're focused on a situation that's negative. So the other side of it, and of course, when you feel happy, you're attracting more money and opportunities and just good experiences to you. And so then you're healthy, and you have higher prosperity. Now, in our household, we have the motto: happy, healthy, wealthy. So starting with happy, if anything doesn't make us happy, we're like, no, I don't do that. We'll just skip that. So when COVID came along, we said, we don't want to participate in that. That doesn't make us happy. So we didn't participate.
That's good. Create your
you
own reality.
Yeah, create your own reality, right? Yeah, you could definitely do that. And we didn't want to wear masks, so we didn't, and we went through the whole thing without wearing masks. So and it worked out fine. So but on the other hand, if you're tired, depressed, sad, anxious, fearful, any of these, or angry about something, those energies are pushing your money away from you, and opportunities and so forth. And so, when people get online and they start making nasty comments about other people, that's not helpful to their prosperity. It backfires on them. So, the more you can stay in the happy mode and choose experiences that make you happy, that is just like an easy guideline to creating more prosperity on a regular basis. And of course, it includes happy, healthy first, and then wealthy. It's always in that order. So, so I'm going to talk to you about tips, and I just mentioned kind of briefly the four main bodies. And oh dear. I apologize. What's going on here today is that this is the last 2 days of my pre-order sale for my good timing guide that I make every year, so people know good days and times to do important activities. And so people are calling me to order. Okay, so I apologize for that noise.
You have the best laugh, I swear, Madeline. I love your giggle.
Oh, thank you. I once got fired for it. You can imagine that. Yeah. Well, anyways, it obviously wasn't the right job for me, but anyways, so I'm going to give you tips first of all on these how to think about tips for each type of your body. Okay, so I'm going to start with the physical body. And we're all familiar with our physical bodies, and this is how we actually kind of tend to think of our body. We think of the physical one, and we're not really conscious of the other one so much. But so, because as I mentioned earlier, your health is your most uh, the basic most bottom line foundation of all prosperity. Anything you do for your health, anything, Dr. Gloria's great recipes, anti-inflammation and all these things, and anything that you do to move your body, because that moves your energy. I would stop thinking about exercise as I would stop using the word exercise, actually. Because it has a negative connotation to a lot of people. I would just start thinking about movement so that you can move your energy. That's a very important piece, because everything you do for your body translates into prosperity for you. But if I could leave you one single thing related to your body that would help you the most, it would be sleep. I would say the single most important health factor is getting enough sleep. And in this culture, we've been trained to just do one more thing, get another thing done instead of going to bed. And I have done this for years until I finally figured it out. But you cannot attract more money when you're tired. And you don't perform your best when you're tired either. It's really critical to your prosperity to get enough sleep. Just imagine the universe will pay you to get enough sleep.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. And I apologize, somebody else. Oh, goodness. All right. We're going to get rid of these people once and for all. Okay. So, the other thing about your physical body is that you really your opportunities are lessened when you don't get enough sleep and you're not performing as well. You don't even see some of the opportunities that are in front of you when you're not vitalized and energized. And so we miss opportunities, and we may perform less adequately. So somebody watches that and says, oh, that's not the person I'm looking for, that sort of thing. So there really are a lot of pieces to prosperity that are tied to getting enough sleep. And so if I could give you just one item for the physical body, it would be to get enough sleep. And I would say, and your doctors may tell you otherwise, but you must need at least 7 hours. I would just put it in your schedule, no less than 7 hours. If you can get 8, that's even better, right? You really want to get caught up, because even when you get behind, you have the possibility of having an accident. And you don't want to be in that possibility. You want to be in a possibility where you are energized and alert and doing your best. So
I have a question about that. Does that include naps? Because some people, so it's your nighttime sleep plus your naps. You want to get at least 7 hours. Okay.
At least 7 hours. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they recommend 8, and certainly 8 would be a lot better. But I know how people are. So I'm just giving you I think the minimum is. Yeah. So now I also, along the physical line, I just want to mention your physical environment. When you have an environment that's full of clutter, or it's not cleaned up, feels chaotic in some way, or you got, piles of paper stacked up, waiting to be handled, or you haven't cleaned up your kitchen in a while, or whatever, or the bed's unmade. It doesn't really matter what it is, but when your house doesn't feel clean and decluttered, it doesn't feel supportive. You may not notice this, but your body notices it. And I can tell you that your body probably feels like when you walk through a room that isn't clean and uncluttered, it probably feels like it's being chased by a bunch of gnats. You know, like, oh, I need to do this, and this. See, it feels like that. So it doesn't feel like it's able to focus easily. And so you want to keep your house, your work environment, your car as cleaned up as possible, as decluttered as possible, and don't leave piles of stuff all over the place because they're impacting your prosperity by being in the form of stuck energy. So you don't want stuck energy in your house, and you don't want it in your body, and your body will also reflect the stuck energy. Now, a short story about that. My parents are gone now, but I used to travel back. They were 1,800 miles away from me. I'd travel back a couple of times a year, and I'd get there, and the caregivers would tell me my parents were constipated. And then I'd go through the house, and I'd clean out 30 bags of garbage and junk and stuff. And before I was done, the caregivers would say, oh, that problem's gone now. Because the stuck energy was gone in the house. See? So it does impact your physical body, even though you won't realize it unless you learn about Feng Shui, and then you'll start to pick up on it. But you definitely want to keep your house as clean and uncluttered as possible. And if you walk into a room or a building or a house, the very back left corner of that room or that building, that house, is your prosperity section. That in a bagua, what they call a bagua, that would be the back left corner of any room, any house, any building, any property. That's the prosperity section. And there's another section in Compass Feng Shui, southeast corner of a room or a building or a home. The southeast corner is also a prosperity section. So if you are having trouble bringing money in, one of the first things I would do is go look at all those areas and see, is there any stuck energy in those places? I would clean it up as soon as you could. But what I would recommend, because it can feel daunting if you have a lot of stuck energy in your house, just choose one room at a time, one corner. Just clean up the 12th corner in that one room. Then the next day or 2 days later, go clean up another 12th corner in a different room. And just do that until you get your place cleaned up. Now, what about,
Madeline,
yeah,
before you go on, I'd like to make a comment to validate what you just said again.
okay.
When you probably heard me talk about color psychology and how the insurance companies, you heard me talk about that, and how the bright colored cars were in more accidents and they were raising their rates. There's also a study that was done in the late 1990s that a cluttered, dirty car also caused a lot of distraction and more accidents.
Interesting.
Because people were like, here they are
Yeah.
in traffic and, road rage and all that. And they figured that it was that. So what you're saying is right on.
Yeah, it's very
a cluttered
distracting.
mind is a cluttered
cluttered
body and a cluttered life. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very distracting to your mind and to your body. We're not actually taught to pay attention to our bodies, but if you do pay attention to your body, you will notice when you walk into a room that's cluttered or chaotic or dirty, your body's like, so.
And the same thing when you're driving.
Yes, and the same
when
thing
in the
when
car.
you're driving. And one other comment about when you're driving, you might want to choose paths that are prettier. I just mentioned this only because it changes your energy. If you're looking at something pretty and beautiful as you're driving along versus something that's ugly. I noticed it finally when I was driving through a certain part of town. I was like, whoa, doesn't feel good, you see. And I'd get to that part of town and I'd notice, oh, my energy's lower after looking at that. So just something you can think about. Now, what about your mental body? Because this is really a very key. Oh, but first I should talk about emotions, because that's really emotions. Your emotional body has really been hammered by our culture. It's really, I can't even tell you how poorly we've been trained about our emotions. In fact, really, if you look at it, they're trying to convince you that you shouldn't never notice your emotions, listen to your emotions, feel your emotions or anything. And yet it's your guidance. It's your emotional body is your guidance body. And it'll tell you when you're feeling good and when you're feeling not so good. And you want to pay attention to those things because that's telling you what's happening to your energy. So it's really important to notice how you're feeling, and your energy is how you're feeling is at the heart of what's happening in your prosperity. So it really is key every day to be checking in to see, how am I feeling? Oh, I had a conversation with somebody here, and then check in and see how do I feel after having that conversation with this person? Do I feel uplifted? Do I feel better? Do I feel good? Or do I feel like I want to go back to bed? or I want to run away, or I want to go hide? You see, or I'm angry, or I'm upset, or I'm sad or something. So pay attention to your conversations and how you feel after you have conversations with certain people. Start to notice which people make you feel better when you have a conversation with them, and which people make you feel like, you have lower energy, less happy energy. We'll put it that way. You're not feeling as positive as maybe you were when you went into the conversation. So you want to limit the conversations that you have with people who lower your energy and increase conversations with the ones who make you feel better. So that's your most important tip about your emotional body, is to pay attention to how you're feeling, because it's trying to lead you either into something good or away from something that's not so good for you. Now, the interesting thing, I want to talk to you about your mental body now. Now, your mental body, interestingly enough, leads your emotional body. So it's your thought patterns that are actually telling you, or kind of pushing your emotional body to spring into action. Oh, I had a thought that, I'm losing my money. Oh, I don't feel so good now. I'm in anxiety. I'm in fear, or I'm like, oh God, what can I do now? Kind of thing. So, but you could easily have had a different thought. You could have thought, oh, more money is coming. More money is on the way. You could have had that thought, see? And then your body would be saying, oh, good, oh, good. I'm so glad more money is coming. I want to fill up my bank account here. See, so it's always your choice as to which thought you're thinking and which way you're leading your emotional body to move forward. And that is going to tell you, that's going to create the energy behind your thought. Now, if you just had let's just suppose you had a negative thought, and you had no emotion behind it, none at all. You were just like, oh, that's nothing, and you just let it roll off your back. Well, that thought is not going to lead your emotional body anywhere. So you want to be paying attention to which thoughts are leading you in a positive direction, which ones are leading you in a negative direction. So,
Madeline?
yeah.
So would that be, excuse the interruption, would that be in the mental aspect, when I was always told, even as a youngster from my grandmother, don't ever say you can't afford anything. She was very poor growing up as an immigrant.
Correct.
She always said, I don't choose to spend the money on that right now. Somebody says, aren't you, I can't afford to go on vacation. Don't say that, because your subconscious, is that correct? Your subconscious doesn't understand the difference.
Right.
Yeah, you say, I don't choose to spend money on a vacation right now, or time away right now, but don't say I can't afford it.
Yes, you don't want to
agree?
Yeah, yes, absolutely. And your stories are very critical to what's happening in your prosperity. So if you're telling a story, I can't afford it, or maybe I'll never afford it, right? Or I'll never be able to live in a house like that, or I'll never be able to have that jacket or that coat or that nice car or whatever it is. Then guess what? You always get to be right. Always get to be
That's
right.
right.
It doesn't matter what
Yeah.
you believe, you're always going to be right, because the universe can never deliver to you anything. It doesn't matter what it is. It can't deliver to you anything that you don't trust or believe in. And this is why our beliefs are so critical around money. And when we say, I can't afford it, or we say, money doesn't grow on trees. That's another one, right? We're basically saying that money is scarce. And I want to dispel that myth right now, because remember, your money's internal to you. It's all about energy. Money is just a form of energy. The whole universe is made of nothing but energy. There's so much energy in the universe, you could never be without it. There's tons and tons of energy throughout the universe. It's everywhere. It's all around you. It's in your body. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. There's never a lack of energy anywhere. So the main thing to remember here is that whatever you've learned about money is probably wrong. I hate to say it that way, but it's mostly true. And because we've been taught to think that money is scarce, and it's not, because it's simply a form of energy, a way that you exchange energy with other people. That's really what money is about, the way to exchange energy with other people. There wasn't always money. If you think about it, back in history, they didn't always have money. The guy who had a cow traded, some beef for some corn or whatever. See, and so that's a different way to exchange energy. Or somebody would go and do a service for someone and exchange it for food or clothing or whatever. You see, so it's just a way to exchange energy. And it's within us, and it's all around us. There is no lack. It's just our own thought processes and how we've been trained. So I see a hand from, is it Kim?
Do you want to wait and take questions later, or do you want to do them now?
Well, let's just take one and we'll see if it's related to this topic. Let's take it right now.
Okay, Kim. Go ahead, you're not muted.
Right, I'm sorry.
We can hear you.
Okay. Madeline, you mentioned the southeast corner, but right before that, you mentioned something else. Could you repeat that?
Okay, yeah, the back left corner. Okay, so the southeast corner of a room or a building or a home, southeast corner, and the back left corner, as you stand at the doorway and you're looking inside a room or a house or a building, the very back left corner of that room or house or building is your prosperity wealth corner. So there are two areas. Most of the time they're different, but sometimes they're the same. Depends on how something is oriented.
So it's always southeast.
Southeast is not always southeast, because back left corner can be anywhere of a room or a building. Yeah, it can be anywhere.
Back left.
So I want to also mention to you about your spiritual body. And this is actually a kind of an important piece, because, well, not kind of, this is the linchpin piece. Because I just mentioned the concept of trust is very, very key to your spiritual body. Oftentimes we do not trust even ourselves. But if we trust ourselves, we may not trust the universe or other people. And it's very, very hard to partner with other people or the universe if you are not in trust. So remember, the universe cannot deliver to you anything that you don't trust. So you want to trust that the universe is there to assist you at all times. And if you will allow it to do so, it will. It's that we typically tell it not to in an unconscious way. We're not aware of it, but we put out something that says, I want blah, 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 and then we think, oh, that'll never happen. Well, what does the universe think when you think, oh, that'll never happen? The universe thinks, oh, she doesn't want it anymore. We'll take that off the plate too. She doesn't want that anymore. Okay. Yeah, so you have to pay attention to your thoughts, but also you need to be in trust. You need to have faith that whatever you're putting out is actually going to come back to you. And I want to make a comment about this regarding what you're putting out. We tend to think that it's just our thoughts. Oh dear. Yeah. It's just our thoughts that are creating what's in front of us, but it's not. Your emotions, whatever you're feeling, that vibration is going out to the universe. So if you sit there and say, oh, thank you for bringing me plenty of money for the rent this month or the mortgage, but you're feeling that you don't have it, guess what? The universe hears, I don't have it. And it's just going to deliver to you, you don't have it.
Right. Your feelings are the magnet.
Yep. So,
Yep.
you gotta, you gotta be conscious of what you're feeling when you're putting stuff out. And it's really important. Now, the other thing I want to mention is that sometimes we want a specific thing to happen. We want a particular job. We want a particular relationship. We want maybe we want to buy a specific house or something of that nature. Want to get a particular car and we can't figure, and it doesn't happen for one reason or another. The situation doesn't work out the way we wanted it to. So if the universe always has your back, and let's suppose you did nothing to screw that up, what would that mean? Yeah, what would that mean? It would mean that there's a better opportunity for you, or there's a better situation for you, or there's a better way for you to create whatever it is that you want. Now, one of the things that happened a long time ago was that we got used to what I call goal setting. So goal setting was, okay, we're going to do these specific items and we're going to reach this one particular goal. And it's very, very focused and so forth. But what I would recommend to you instead is to reverse it. Have an idea in your mind that's your intention. My intention is to create blah, blah, blah. But then open up. You see, instead of narrowing down, open up to what you want to create, what other possibilities are there. Maybe what you're thinking of as what you want is not exactly what you want. You may think you want it, but the universe actually knows pretty well what you want. So I would open up. I would just be open to possibilities. My daughter wants to make clothing. How about making clothing with replicators? Well, when that happens, and which it will, that will solve the inventory problem because you'll make an item for somebody that's exactly the color, size, and dimensions that they need. And you'll be able to replicate it in a completely different way than it occurs now, see? So there are lots of things that we have not thought of or haven't done in the past, and we have a certain specific goal in mind, but it's limiting. You're limiting the universe when you do that. So try and open up and be trusting that the universe knows more than you do about how to get what you want. And lastly, I want to mention that for every good what, there's actually nothing worse for a great what than a how. people stop themselves with the how. But the how is not your job. That your job is just to know what you want to create. That's the only thing you need to know. The how is the universe's job, and it will deliver it to you if you will trust it to deliver it to you the way that it knows is best. So now I hope I have enough time here to teach you a workshopping. And workshopping is a tool. We have enough time, right, to do this, I hope. Okay, workshopping is a tool I'm going to teach you that has always worked 100% of the time. If it's done correctly, it will work 100% of the time. And it was a tool that was brought to us via Esther Hicks, and she channeled it through Abraham. And it works incredibly. I can tell you, I created a house that I did not have to pay 1 penny for, and I still live in that house. So this tool works really, really well. But I use it all the time. You can use it to create clients. If you're in business for yourself, you can use it to just attract money, to attract solutions, to attract safety, relationships that you want. It doesn't matter what it is. And I will tell you a quick story about safety, because I know we're in uncertain times, but we had a person who worked for us that lived in an area where they were having the largest wildfire that had ever happened in that area. And it was going to burn her house down first. It was heading right towards her town. Her house was on the outskirts. It was going to burn her house down first and then the rest of the town. So we all just did this workshopping process and thanked the universe for keeping her house safe, keeping the town safe. We never used the word fire, no negatives ever. The whole town was evacuated, and when they got back, the fireman was there. He told her that the fire had come all the way up to within 1/4 mile of her house. And then it turned around and it went the other way.
Oh,
Isn't that incredible? So you can use it to create safety. You can use it to create anything. And it's one of the best tools that I've used, but there are lots of tools in the book. There are over 100 tools in the book for creating prosperity. And they all contribute in different ways. So this is known as workshopping. And what you want to do basically is think of one thing, just one thing that you want to thank the universe for. So in our society, we're taught to pray for something. And I'm going to tell you that that doesn't work well when you use the word pray for something. Now, why doesn't that work well? Because when you pray for something, you're expecting it to arrive in the future, but you will never, ever arrive in the future. You're always here in the present moment.
good point.
So you want whatever it is that you're after, you want it to arrive right here in the present moment. And so what you're going to do is you're going to thank the universe for having already provided. And you must use those words, for having already provided. Because that's in the present. So you want to thank the universe for having already provided whatever your item is. We'll call it X for right now. And ideally, you want to be feeling as though you already have it. So your emotional body should be jumping for joy. It's like, oh God, I already got it. Oh, this is wonderful. You see, so you want to feel happy that you already have it, because that tells the universe, oh, we better get that to her. And see what's really going on here. And this is not commonly understood, but you're always, everything that you see, everything that you can touch, feel, hear, everything is first created on the energy plane, where everything's invisible from our perspective. So what this process is doing is you're creating the item on the energetic plane so it can actually manifest into the physical plane. I hope that makes sense to you, but everything has to first be imagined. In order to create something, you have to have an idea in your mind of what you're creating. And when you think about that idea long enough, it manifests into more and more energy surrounding it. You go and talk to somebody about it, and there's more energy around it, you see, and so on. So this process, you're going to thank the universe in advance for having already provided it. And you want to do that process a minimum of 17 seconds each time you do it. And that's because it takes 17 seconds to combust the energy to the next highest level. And when you do this, you are actually wanting to describe to the universe, here's the kind of boss I want to work for, or here's the supportive, loving relationship I want to have with another person, or here's the kind of home I want to live in, or here's the level of prosperity that I want to have every week or month or year. You see, you want to describe in certain details, you know, what you want, but you do not want to describe how to get it. Remember, it's the universe's job to do the how. Your job is just to define the what. That's how creators work. So, and that's how you work in partnership with the universe. You define what, the universe figures out how. That's the whole deal. Okay, so the other thing that needs to occur, so you have 17 seconds each time you do it, but every day, the daily minimum is 68 seconds. So 68 seconds is what? A little bit more than a minute, right? And so that means you could do 68 seconds would be 417 seconds, or, you know, if you did it 30 seconds, you know, twice or a little more than twice, you know. So you don't need to be precise about 17 seconds. You did it for 20 seconds, great. If you did it for 30, even better, 40, even better, you know. It doesn't matter as long as it's at least 17 seconds, because that's how long it takes to combust the energy to the next highest level. Okay, so the 68 seconds is the daily minimum. And I can tell you, I used to do lots of these at stoplights. You know, just sitting at the stoplight, okay, great time to thank the universe for blah, 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 whatever it is. One time I was driving home from Seattle. I live about 50 miles north of there. And I really wanted to get this house, but I could not get a regular mortgage because my mom had no credit history. No one was going to give us a mortgage. So, you know, on the way home, probably for at least 30 minutes, I thanked the universe for having already provided the perfect mortgage. Guess what the perfect mortgage was? No mortgage. So, and I got the house. But anyways, so the more you do it, the faster it will come. And so the next day I actually figured out the solution, which worked out perfect. Now, so the other thing is what stops this from working, because this is really critical. This is how we typically fail at manifesting. We go along and we say, oh yeah, I really wanted to do blah, blah. So I have on my list now to create a greenhouse, but I don't want just any greenhouse. No. I want a greenhouse made with glass and steel, and it's got a 30-year warranty, and it's a real greenhouse. And yeah, by the time I get it all done, it'll cost me $100K. Now, do I have the $100K? No, I don't. Do I care? No, I don't. I have this greenhouse in mind, and I'm telling the universe every day, I want this greenhouse. And I'm going to let the universe deliver it to me, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that in just a moment. But the main thing to remember is that when you get to the point where you're saying, oh, I don't know if this will ever work, you know, I just don't feel like it's coming, or, you know, it's not working, or whatever, you have a negative thought, a doubt that it can work. So the universe says, oh, he doesn't want it anymore. He doesn't care. Take this off the list. So what you need to do when you find yourself saying these things, you need to cancel, clear it. I cancel clear it right out loud. And then say in a very strong voice, of course the universe wants me to have X, whatever it is. Of course the universe wants me to have my greenhouse, and it does. See, that's the key. The universe does want you to have what you want, and it's working on how to deliver it to you. And it will send you messages, whether they're intuitive mental messages. I hear my messages. Some people see their messages. Some people feel their messages in their gut or wherever. Everybody gets their messages from the universe differently, depending on how they're put together. So pay attention to when you are telling the universe not to send it to you, because that's what's happening. You need to counter that, because you're always creating to your last thought. And if your last thought is a negative one, then you've canceled your order with the universe. You told that waitress, no, don't bring that to me. I'm not hungry for that anymore. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. So, so I'm going to demonstrate this to you, but I'm going to demonstrate it particularly related to a certain, what I would recommend for right now. And the reason I'm suggesting this particular process is because we're living in uncertain times. So I am calling back all the missing wealth from me and my family, all the way back to my great-great-grandparents. Now you could do this for any amount, your parents, your grandparents, your great-grandparents, it doesn't matter. But I'm recommending that you call back all the missing wealth. And here's how I'm doing it. I'm calling back any money that's been lost for any reason by myself or anyone in my family back to my great-great-grandparents. And I'm calling back any money that was stolen from me or anyone in my family, all the way back to my great-grandparents by either a person, a government, a business, or an organization. And why do I include the government? Because your IRS taxes, it turns out, have always been illegal. Did you know that? So I'm calling back all my IRS taxes when I do this. So anyways, and I'm calling back all the money that was ever denied for any reason or not repaid. So denied for any reason. There are a lot of us women here. And you, depending on your age, you may or may not have been paid as much as a guy would have been paid. Or perhaps if you were a certain minority, that could be another reason why you were not paid as much as somebody else for the same job, if you had the same skills. So that's just, another piece that I put in there, that bring me more money, that I was denied maybe because I didn't get paid at the same rate the guys got paid when I was in the corporate world. Okay. So, and then I'm going to call these things back quickly, and I'm also going to put in all the things that I want to do with the money, you see. And so I'm going to do this. I'm going to demonstrate this to you just so you have a way to kind of see how I do this process. So I like to start by sort of ramping up my energy, and that helps to get me into the positive flow, so to speak. So I like to do it like this. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, universe, for having already returned to me all the missing wealth from me and my family, all the way back to my great-great-grandparents. And thank you, thank you, thank you, universe, for having already returned to me all the money that was ever lost for any reason by me or anyone in my family, all the way back to my great-great-grandparents. And thank you, thank you, thank you, universe, for having already returned to me all the money that was ever stolen from me or anyone in my family by any person, government, business, or organization. And thank you, thank you, thank you, universe, for having already returned to me any money, all the money that was ever denied for any reason or not repaid to me or anyone in my family, all the way back to my great-great-grandparents. And thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for bringing this money, for having already returned this money to me quickly, 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 easily, 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 quickly and easily, quickly and easily, quickly and easily. And here's what I plan to do with all this money. I'm going to pay off the farm. I'm going to fix the house. I'm going to get that great greenhouse that I keep telling you I want. And I'm going to set up even higher levels of financial security and figure out how to train more people in prosperity thinking. And then thank you, thank you, thank you, universe, for having already returned all this missing wealth from me and my family to me quickly, 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 quickly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So there you go. There's a quick explanation and demonstration of how to do this process. And it's very easy. It works 100% of the time if you will cancel, clear, and substitute a positive thought whenever you doubt that it can work. Now, years ago, I wanted a way to get my message out to thousands of people. It took me 6 or 8 weeks of doing this process, and I got a call from someone saying, how would you like to be a radio host on my network? Yeah, so that launched me out to more people. And I now have a radio show once a month on Rents Radio on the first Friday of each month. So there are different ways that things can show up for you. And I had an assistant one time. She was desperate for furniture. And so we started workshopping for her to get furniture. But she really was expecting it to come in as money. No, the universe left her furniture. One of her clients gave her a whole house full of furniture. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. See, so we must not tell the universe how to solve the issue. It'll work out better for you if you just be open to possibilities. And we just don't know what's around the corner. We just need to have faith and really trust the universe. Now, are we almost out of time? We are, aren't we?
Well, I want you to finish what you were going to say.
Oh, okay. The last thing I was going to mention to you is our prosperity cycles right now are tremendous. There are 14 cycles that are fantastic. I talked about that in the other video that we did earlier. And so I would call back your missing wealth for you and your family, and I would recommend that you get some silver. Silver and gold right now are having huge cycles for increasing, and particularly silver is making a cup and handle pattern, which indicates that it's going to have it's going to increase its price exponentially. And it's just about there. As soon as it hits 30 and closes at $30 an ounce, it will have completed that cup and handle pattern, which it's been actually making for the last 12 years. And there's a lot of reasons. I don't think we have enough time, but a lot of reasons why silver is going to go through the roof. And it should go to $50 pretty quickly. Probably will hit 100 before the end of this year, and maybe by fall. So, and after that, at some point, it will hit 500, and then it possibly could hit 1,000. So, yeah,
It should be on parity with gold is what I've been told, because silver has applications in technology, whereas gold isn't used, and it's just very undervalued.
It's extremely undervalued. Yeah. Now, gold will also increase its price because probably we're going to go to a gold-backed currency. And
right.
So then it will go up. But in terms of percentage-wise, silver will really help you a lot. If you can get some silver coins right now, as in today, it's at 29.80 something right now. So it's if you're going to do it, now is a great time to do it. Okay.
So talk about how they can do their own research and what they're looking for with the spot and above spot and all that.
Okay, so there are. I usually go to jandbullion.com for a price to see what the prices are. They actually have an app you can put on your phone that's real easy. and it'll show you what the prices are. And so generally you're wanting to buy a coin that's either 0.9999 silver or 0.99949 gold. And Canadian maple leaves are always 0.9999. Perth mint from Australia are always 0.9999. The buffalo, the U.S. minted buffalo is 0.9999, but the American eagle is not 0.9167 for gold, which in my opinion is a ripoff. But they charge you more for it, less, and that's why I don't buy it. But there are reasons to buy it, and so go and look online. There are lots of very reputable companies online, or if you have somebody in your town, that's even easier because you can just give them the money and take the coin, and you don't have to mess around with shipping and insurance. But yeah, so it's easy to do. And another reason for doing that is just that it prevents your own dollars from being devalued, which they have been severely devalued in the last even 4 years, but really for the last 120. Yeah. So is there anything else you want me to mention? I know we're running out of time here.
No, that's okay, Madeline. You're awesome. And I just really appreciate everything you've done. What I'm going to do, you guys, is I'm going to cut her little playful, 17-second or longer piece of this so that I will post it separately from the replay so you guys can play that on loop. I think it's just so
Oh,
fun.
that's great.
Energy and your joy level.
Yes,
So
and it's easy to do. And one thing that you'll notice is after you do it, you feel really good. So that helps a lot. It helps the rest of your day. So yeah, do workshopping.
Thank you, Madeline. That was amazing. Thank you
Oh,
for all your insights and all your love and your energy, because it does rub off. Thank you.
good. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, and I hope you guys will use that tool because it will work amazingly well. So no
thank
matter
you.
what
And
you need.
tell them your website, please.
Oh, it's polarisbusinessguides.com, but you can also get to it easily on madeline.net, madeline.net. That's the easier way to get to it, but it's polarisbusinessguides.com. And the good timing guide is available for 2025. The pre-order sale is through today and tomorrow. So in case you're interested in good timing, that's another way to create more prosperity.
And you guys, the more we create as individual creators, the more we help the collective.
Yeah.
Okay. So it grows exponentially. That's why we want to take personal responsibility for ourselves so we can influence others. Everything we do influences others in the good way or a not so good way. So choose your path wisely, my friends. So, okay, we are going to transition to the meditation. Madeline, thank you so much.
Welcome.
You're welcome to stay. If not, I'll see you next time.
Okay,
Thank you,
I have
Madeline.
another appointment I have to get to. But
Okay.
thank you so much, guys.
Thank you. Have a beautiful
Enjoy
day.
creating
Thank you.
prosperity.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Gotta sign off.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Wow, that was great, you guys. She is so amazing. So those that want to stay for the meditation, can you guys please make sure who has I don't have my HHS. So, oh, Cynthia's here. Awesome. Okay. I'm going to make you co-host. Thank you, Cynthia.
Hi there, Tracy.
Have you
Hi.
been here the whole time?
I just got here. Hi,
Okay.
everybody. Yes, I'm here with my 100 ready to go.
Woohoo! Let's do it.
Thank you.
Do you want
And
me to
Jonna
play
has
it, or are
hers.
you going to do it?
Oh, will you like me to play the
I have it. I
meditation?
can do it.
I can do it. It's okay either way.
Okay.
Honey.
Okay.
What want me to play it?
Wait, hold on. Let me do multiple participants. Okay, you should be good now.
Okay. Ooh, power failure. We've got really bad weather here today.
Okay, I'll do it.
Hold on, hold on. It's okay. No problem. It's starting. Okay, let me share screen. I wanted to thank Madeline, but she took off so fast.
She had a lot to say today.
She did. Okay. Now I'm going to share sound. Okay. Ready?
Ready.
Welcome to today's Miracle Moment Meditation, brought to you by QHS and Key. Before we begin, let's take a minute to understand the power of our collective connection using the QHS technologies. When we gather, we exponentially magnify the quantum twine wave effect, delivering twine waves to each device and each one of us all over the world, including all members, even those without devices, the people you intend to support, and the earth itself. The Miracle Moment meditations increase and expand the quantum twine wave effect for every live participant, and with each additional QT wave and QTWE HHS connection. Every system added to the network increases the powerful, profound conscious quantum twine wave through each and every participating member. This is magnificent, coordinated, and collaborated communication with every device present in nano-fast times. As more QTWE HHS and QT waves join the live Zoom calls, the effect is amplified even more. Today, we will be guiding you through a meditation. It's important to note, this meditation will last about 20 minutes. We encourage you to remain present and aware throughout the session. If you experience visions or emotions, that's normal. Allow yourself to feel and acknowledge them and stay present. The meditation has several parts, each designed to guide you toward a deeper state of relaxation and connection with your inner divine essence. The first part focuses on inducing deep relaxation, allowing you to enter a state where your mind and body are receptive to transformation. The second part involves connecting with the quantum twine waves, Christ energies, and the God spark within you. This connection facilitates a profound alignment with the universal energies of love, healing, and wholeness. In the third part of the meditation, we expand upon your wellness, allowing you to fully experience and remember your innate wholeness and vitality. In the fourth part, we enter into a moment of serene silence. This silence provides an opportunity for quiet introspection and connection. This quiet reflection allows you to focus inward, tuning in to whatever thoughts, feelings, or insights arise within you. We also encourage you to strengthen your bond with the quantum twine waves during this silence, tuning in to their gentle presence and allowing their healing energies to flow freely within you. Finally, we conclude the meditation, bringing our practice to a gentle close, ensuring you feel grounded, centered, and rejuvenated. Remember, the quantum twine wave is scanning each participant head to toe, and then sending healing quantum twine waves as needed, wherever needed, as requested. In a moment, we will ask you to mute your microphones and speak out loud how you would like the quantum twine waves to assist you, whether it's supporting a specific part of your body or helping someone you care about. Express your intention clearly. Once you've stated your intention, take your QT wave device and place it on the part of your body where you want to focus attention and manifest change. If you don't have a device, you can place your hand wherever you would like to focus your attention. If you intend to support someone else, you can place your device or hand on the area of your own body where they need support. Remember, when you heal it in yourself, you heal it in others. Throughout this meditation, feel free to move the device or your hands to other areas as needed. If you have an HHS, please turn it to 20 now. At the end of the session, remember that the effects will continue to work, so if you feel the need to rest, take time to do so. Thank you for healing this beautiful world, starting with you. Let's begin by muting our microphones and stating our intentions out loud. Begin by allowing yourself to settle into your current position, feeling the natural comfort of your own presence. Now gently close your eyes and turn your attention inward. Notice the natural rhythm of your breath as it flows in and out. Take a full, deep breath. Feel this breath filling every part of your body, nurturing and soothing you from within. As you exhale, allow yourself to let go of tension and discomfort. Recognize that these sensations are not you. They are transient, merely passing through. With this realization, watch as they dissolve into nothingness, leaving no trace behind. You are boundless, free from these sensations and their definitions. With each breath, feel them dissipate as you become more present, more peaceful, and profoundly centered in your true essence. Now let's deepen your experience with a breathing exercise that will enrich your meditation, creating a beautiful synergy between your inner and outer worlds. Focus on the soft sound of your breath at the back of your nose, reminiscent of the gentle whispers of ocean waves. The audible sound of your breath, like the ocean waves, anchor you to the present, connecting the vastness of the outer world with the depths of your inner being, automatically establishing harmony and coherence between your body, mind, brain, heart, and all of your energetic and spiritual systems. There is nothing else to do but be in this moment, deeply relaxed, fully supported, and profoundly at peace. Now bring your attention to your body. Identify the part of your body that feels the most relaxed at this moment. It could be as small as the tip of a finger or as large as your entire back. Focus your attention on this area. Observe how this relaxation feels, how deep, how serene it is, and imagine this feeling beginning to spread. Like watercolor on wet paper, allow this sense of relaxation to expand, moving gently to neighboring areas in your body. With each breath, this soothing sensation grows, filling you up. Breathe deeply, rhythmically, and with full breaths. Imagine the relaxation spreading further and further. Notice that it's no longer just a part of you that's relaxed. Your entire being feels embraced by this calming energy. As you continue to breathe deeply, envision waves of relaxation cascading across your body. Each wave washes over you, bringing deeper calm and more profound peace. These waves are rhythmic, aligned with your breath, sweeping through you, around you, beneath you, and even beyond you. Feel yourself being carried by these waves of relaxation, deeper and deeper into a state of complete serenity. Here, in this space, you are free to explore the depths of your inner world and to dive into the vast ocean of you. Now, let's tune in to the quantum twine waves. Take a deep, full breath, allowing yourself to fully immerse in the presence of the quantum twine waves surrounding you. Feel these waves embracing you, infusing you, and offering their gentle support. As you inhale deeply, visualize the quantum twine waves penetrating your body from the crown of your head to your toes. Sense the waves flowing through you, fostering a profound connection and resonance with your perfect wholeness. With each exhale, release any tension or resistance, allowing the quantum twine waves to permeate every aspect of your being. Notice the sensations as these waves interact with your cells, filling them with radiant light and revitalizing energy. Experience the warmth and vitality of this divine presence as it spreads throughout your entire being. Acknowledge the presence of Christ consciousness, the sacred energy that embodies unconditional love, compassion, and healing within these waves. Feel this divine energy permeating every aspect of your being, illuminating your path and guiding you toward wholeness. As you breathe in, envision your cells awakening to the healing energy of the quantum twine waves and Christ consciousness. Feel a harmonious alignment spreading throughout your body as every cell vibrates in tune with waves of wholeness and unconditional love. Continue to breathe deeply. Surrender to the process of integration. Trust the quantum twine waves and Christ consciousness. Intuitively know where they are needed, guiding you toward a state of wholeness and well-being. Witness yourself as you bask in the deep sense of peace and relaxation that accompanies this surrender to divine energy. Now shift your awareness inward to the God spark residing within you. This sacred essence serves as your eternal connection to the source of creation, reminding you of your inherent divinity and sacredness. Feel the God spark igniting within you, filling you with a profound sense of purpose and empowerment. Witness as it radiates throughout your entire being, illuminating every cell with its divine light. Feel the quantum twine waves harmonizing with your God spark and the Christ energy, amplifying their power and potency. With each breath, these divine energies mingle and merge within you, creating a symphony of love and light that resonates throughout your entire being. As you continue to breathe and visualize, surrender to the profound transformation unfolding within you. Trust in the wisdom and guidance of these divine energies, knowing they are guiding you toward a deeper connection with your sacred self. Let this integration fill you with peace, strength, and healing as we transition into our meditation. Guided by the radiant light of the Christ energy, the unwavering presence of your God spark, and the powerful embrace of the quantum twine waves. Now nestle in, relax, and enjoy your miracle moment. Welcome to your miracle moment, designed to tap into the wellspring of wellness that resides within you. This journey begins with the understanding that the path to the collective healing starts at the core of our individual being. As we nurture and restore our own wellness and wholeness, we create ripples that extend beyond ourselves. In cultivating self-love, we find that love extends outward naturally. By healing ourselves, we lay the foundation to contribute to the healing of others. Every act of self-care is a stepping stone toward a healthier humanity, where healing ourselves becomes the catalyst for healing the world around us. Let's begin this process of transformation and embrace the wholeness that is our true nature. To begin, focus your attention inwardly and scan your body gently with your mind's eye. Notice how different areas of your body feel. As you continue this gentle observation, search for a spot within you where you feel a sense of wellness, wholeness, or joy. It might be a warm feeling in your heart, a lightness in your chest, or a calm space in your mind. Should you feel that a space of wellness isn't immediately apparent within your body, allow yourself to gently expand your search. It might reveal itself in a cherished memory, a hopeful vision of the future, or within the quiet depths of your spirit or soul. Trust that your wellness exists within you, in many forms and places, waiting for your recognition. Once you have found this spot of wellness, wholeness, or joy, focus your attention on it. Observe its qualities, how it feels, the sensations that come with it, the sense of completeness it brings. Breathe into this space, and with each breath, envision the sensations of wellness intensifying and becoming more vibrant. Whether it manifests as warmth, a sense of completeness, or an inner glow, feel it as it amplifies within you. Now, with intention, begin to allow this sensation of wellness to expand, like the warmth of the sun spreading at dawn. Let it gracefully move through your body. With each breath, it grows, filling you from head to toe, reaching into every cell, every space within you. Visualize this wellness, wholeness, and joy moving beyond the physical. See it extending into your energetic systems, illuminating them with its wholesome light. It brings balance to your emotions, clarity to your thoughts, and a deep sense of peace to your spirit. As you continue to breathe, a sense of complete wellness encompasses your entire being. You are in harmony with yourself, body, mind, and soul. In this space, you understand wellness, wholeness, and joy are at the heart of your natural state, a core part of who you are. Feeling this wholeness as a steady, unwavering presence within you. It's always there, always accessible. Anytime you wish to reconnect with this feeling, simply turn your focus inward. Now let's embrace a quiet moment together for about 5 minutes. This pause and guidance invites you to personally engage with the quantum twine waves, deepening your connection and enhancing your experience to its fullest potential. When you feel ready, gently bring your awareness back to the present moment. Take a few deep breaths, and when you open your eyes, carry this sense of wellness and wholeness with you, letting it infuse every moment of your day. As we conclude this meditation, step forward with confidence, knowing that the quantum twine waves continue to flow within you. Their positive influences remain active, extending far beyond our shared time in this space. Take this step and every step hereafter with the knowledge that you are blessed.
So beautiful. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. That was wonderful, wonderful. A great way to take a break in the afternoon. Have a calming, centered start to the rest of the day.
Does anybody want to share anything today? Steph, was that a hand raise? Well, I was out. Very, very deep out. My dog's been waking me up at 4:30 a.m. So I needed that. Go ahead, Raj. Oh, I thought you raised your hand. I'm sorry, babe. Okay, well, if nobody wants to add anything, you guys want to close in our usual way?
Hang on a second. I just want to say thank you for the prosperity. Thank you for the abundance. Thank you for the wishes for abundance. Thank you for the plans for abundance. And let's see everyone have abundance. Okay. Thank
Absolutely. So what she did, Cynthia, she did just like a 2-minute little, I don't know, it was wonderful. You know how she does it, but she like amplified it. And so I'm going to make that little segment as a separate segment so that people can use it, including, you know, us. It's wonderful.
Thank you.
She did a great job. Did you guys like that show? Yeah, I took like 3 pages of notes. And she gave permission for us to put it on the blog. I didn't want to tell you before because I wanted you guys to lean into it. But now you're going to have all her notes so you can just print up the blog.
She's
Okay.
a good writer.
She's a great lady. I love her little giggle. Did you guys like that? I thought it was so cute.
Very cute.
So cute. Oh,
She's very cute.
all right. Anjali Mudra, hands to your forehead for clarity of thought. To your lips for clarity of words, and to your heart for clarity of love, to love yourself and all those around you. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you guys. Thank you, Cynthia,
you
for
all.
coming.
Thank you.
Kira,
Good to see you
Gloria,
all.
everyone. Have
Bye-bye.
a beautiful day, you
Thank
guys.
you. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Bye.